Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Collaborative Corner. In this series, we explore and revise concepts created by talented individuals. Today, we're diving into an anime movie concept originally envisioned by Sarah West on the Idea Wiki. I'm excited to share the changes I made to this concept. Let's get started. Sarah West came up with this concept on August 17, 2017. Kind Girl of 1940, Escape from the Armistice Day Snowstorm is a Japanese-American animated film based on different events that occurred in the year 1940, specifically, World War II, the Armistice Day Storm, the debut of the Walt Disney film Fantasia, the debut of the Superman balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and the debut of Woody Woodpecker in the Andy Panda cartoon Knock Knock. The main protagonist of the film is a teenage country girl who lives in rural Illinois. Her name is Sakura Tanaka in the Japanese version of the film, and Daria Murphy in the English version. The base design that Sarah used for Daria was an MMD render called Country Girl Miku, which is basically Hatsune Miku with red hair, green eyes, and freckles, and wearing a country girl outfit. This render was created by Kitty Nekio on DeviantArt. The movie takes place in 1940, against the backdrop of World War II. Daria and her father live on an Illinois farm alongside the Mississippi River, where they engage in waterfowl activities. Before we go any further, let's delve into the original plot that Sarah used when working on this movie concept. On November 11th, the day of the Armistice Day Storm, Daria and her father begin their daily routine under clear skies. However, as the day progresses, an unexpected and severe snowstorm engulfs the region. The sudden drop in temperature threatens the livelihood of the duck hunters and impacts the local community. In Sarah's original version of the concept, Daria becomes overwhelmed by sadness and fear in response to the destruction caused by the storm. Sarah didn't properly explain how Daria and her father handled the storm or helped their fellow duck hunters. She only focused on Daria's emotional reaction to the storm and how it impacted other people. Then, without any explanation, Sarah gave an abrupt shift from the farm to a dream sequence where Daria finds herself in a nightmare on Bald Mountain, facing against the frightening villain Chernobog. However, that nightmare sequence ends just as abruptly as it started, and Daria finds herself in New York City, just in time for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, where she witnesses the floats and balloons created by Tony Sarg. Eventually, she is whisked away into the cartoon Knock Knock, where she encounters Woody Woodpecker trapped in a salt trap. Instead of helping him, Daria experiences distress around Woody's predicament, which prompts the woodpecker to cheer her up with a hug even though he's still stuck. The concept ended right there, with no resolution and lots of loose ends that have not been tied up. Although the title of the concept is Kind Girl of 1940, Daria didn't do much of anything to prove her kindness. All she did was react emotionally to everything that was happening around her. She wasn't even given any character development, which made her a bland, boring, one-sided protagonist. The story was also very incoherent and cluttered, full of unrelated or disjointed elements such as the nightmare on Bald Mountain and Daria's sudden appearance at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This made the storyline very confusing. So, to address the various elements and issues in the concept, I made some adjustments and refinements to create a more coherent and engaging story. I aim to further explore the character of Daria Murphy and her journey amidst the backdrop of World War II. The core elements of the story remain intact, but I made some adjustments to enhance the narrative and character development. Now, without further ado, it's time to delve into the revised plot, so I can explain the changes I've made. The revised plot starts off the same as the original plot. In the autumn of 1940, against the backdrop of World War II, we follow Daria Murphy, a compassionate teenage country girl living in a rural area of Illinois. She assists her father on their farm along the Mississippi River, where they engage in waterfowl activities. On November 11th, the day of the Armistice Day Storm, Daria and her father begin their daily routine under clear skies. However, as the day progresses, an unexpected and severe snowstorm engulfs the region. The sudden drop in temperature threatens the livelihood of the duck hunters and impacts the local community. Amidst the chaos, Daria does not get overwhelmed by sadness or fear. Instead, she remains resilient and tries to help those affected by the storm. She offers shelter and support to her neighbors, demonstrating kindness and resourcefulness in the face of adversity. As Daria eventually rests from her exhausting efforts, she experiences a vivid dream that transports her to the mystical world of Fantasia, where she encounters a group of friendly centaurs, cupids, and fauns. In this dream, Daria reflects on the challenges she has faced and gathers strength, finding renewed determination and hope. After Daria leaves the world of Fantasia, she witnesses the 1940 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City. Excited and uplifted by the festive atmosphere of the parade, Daria marvels at the floats and the giant balloons designed by Tony Sarg, a renowned puppeteer and balloon maker. She witnesses the parade's iconic characters, including Uncle Sam, a green and pink polka-dotted hippopotamus, Laffo the Clown, and the first ever Superman balloon, all of which she finds inspiration in. Finally, the Santa Claus balloon brings the parade to a joyous close. In a surprising twist, Daria is transported into the world of the cartoon Knock Knock, featuring the lovable character Woody Woodpecker. As Daria observes Woody's struggles to escape a salt trap, her compassion and encouragement inspire him to break free, symbolizing Daria's ability to uplift and empower others. Moved by the experience, Daria returns to her own reality with a new sense of purpose, carrying the lessons of resilience, compassion, and hope she learned from her journey. Inspired by her experiences in Fantasia, the parade, and her encounter with Woody Woodpecker, she continues to assist her community in recovering from the devastating Armistice Day storm, bringing comfort and support to those in need. In comparing Sarah's original plot with my revised version, here are the key differences I made. Setting. I retained the setting of the Illinois farm in the autumn of 1940 against the backdrop of World War II, which Sarah included in the original concept. This setting allows us to explore the challenges and emotions of that era. Armistice Day Snowstorm. In Sarah's plot, she incorporated the Armistice Day storm, a powerful snowstorm where the temperatures dramatically dropped, leading to the destruction of the duck hunters' lives. I kept this in the revised version because it creates an intense and impactful event that threatens the livelihood of the duck hunters and impacts the local community. Daria's resilience and compassion. While Sarah's original plot focused on Daria getting overwhelmed by sadness and fear in response to the destruction caused by the storm, my revised version highlights her resilience and compassion. Instead of being overwhelmed by negative emotions, Daria remains resilient and becomes a beacon of hope in her community, offering shelter and support to her neighbors during the storm. This showcases her strength and resourcefulness in the face of adversity. Fantasia Dream Sequence. In both Sarah's original version and my revised version, Daria has a dream where she ends up in the world of Fantasia. However, while Sarah's original version had Daria ending up on Bald Mountain and facing Chernobog, I decided to change that. In my revised version, she instead ends up in a forest full of friendly centaurs, cupids, and fauns, which alludes to the pastoral symphony segment of Fantasia. This dream allows Daria to reflect on her challenges and gather strength, finding renewed determination and hope. It adds a magical element to the story and provides Daria with a transformative experience. Macy's Parade. In both the original and revised versions, Daria witnesses the 1940 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City. This edition allows us to showcase the festive atmosphere and iconic balloons made by Tony Sarg. It also provides Daria with inspiration and a sense of joy amidst the difficult times. Encounter with Woody Woodpecker. In a surprising twist in both the original and revised versions, Daria is transported into the world of the cartoon Knock Knock, featuring Woody Woodpecker. While she's there, Daria notices Woody trapped in a salt trap. In Sarah's original version, Daria experienced distress around Woody's plight, which prompted the woodpecker to cheer her up with a hug. However, in my revised version, Daria doesn't react to Woody's situation with extreme sadness. Instead of crying, she uses her compassion and encouragement to inspire Woody to break free, symbolizing Daria's ability to uplift and empower others. This element adds a memorable and heartwarming moment to the story. Ending of the story. While Sarah's version of the story didn't have a proper conclusion, My revised version of the story ends with Daria returning to her own reality with a new sense of purpose, carrying the lessons of resilience, compassion, and hope she learned from her journey. Inspired by her experiences in Fantasia, the parade, and her encounter with Woody Woodpecker, she continues to assist her community in recovering from the devastating Armistice Day storm, bringing comfort and support to those in need. In short, I aim to highlight Daria's inner strength, kindness, and ability to inspire those around her. By emphasizing these qualities, I believe Daria's character becomes even more relatable and empowering to the audience. There you have it. A comparison between the original and revised plots of Kind Girl of 1940, Escape from the Armistice Day Snowstorm. The revisions enhance the narrative, providing a more meaningful and impactful story centered around Daria's journey and her ability to bring hope to others. That wraps up our exploration of the revised concept for Kind Girl of 1940, Escape from the Armistice Day Snowstorm. I hope you enjoyed this journey through the changes I made. I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next episode. Remember, together we can shape and refine amazing ideas. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting concept ideas and revisions. Take care, and stay creative.